Hi, my name is Leslie. I'm here with SHOPFILLYFLAIR today, and one of the things that we really like a lot in our photo shoots are braids. So we thought it would be fun to bring one to you today that is accessible and that you can try at home. So today I am going to show you kind of a nice twisted bohemian look. So what I recommend is to have second day hair. I put a lot of dry shampoo in today so that I have some grip and that it's gonna be a little bit easier to braid. So first things first, you're just gonna wanna comb out all of your hair so that you don't have any tangles in it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a little bit deeper of a part than I would on a normal day. So just finding where you like that on yourself. Mine, I like it to go this way. It's actually a little bit easier for me to braid my hair going off to my right because I'm right-handed. And then the hair on the remaining side, you're gonna take a brush and you're going to brush it so it's all directed to the side that our braid is going to. I also, and this is just personal preference, but I like to pull out like a little tendril around my face. It just makes it a little bit softer and prettier to me. So to begin, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a section from the side that our hair is parted, and you're gonna split that guy into two. So you're gonna take it into two sections, and we're just going to begin to twist the hair. So you're gonna take it and you're just gonna twist the hair around each other. And then we're only gonna be picking up and adding hair from the front. So you're gonna take another piece right in front of your face and you're just gonna add it into your twist and then twist those pieces around each other. So when you have this hair here in the front, again, pick up a piece near your face, add it to that hair in the front, and then wrap it around the top. So again, we're just really working with two pieces. This doesn't have to be too technical or crazy. We're really just twisting our hair and then adding a piece, again, to the outside section. So take a piece around your face, twist, and when I get about right above my ear is where I start to just stop adding hair and begin to loosely twist them down. So you don't want to do this too insanely tight because we will be pulling this apart. So I'm just gonna bring him down a little bit and we have this cool little twist guy going. Before I grew it out this long, I would add clip-in extensions. So for any braids, you would just make a section underneath your ear. You'd clip a weft right there and then that's gonna give you some length. So from here, I'm gonna take some hairspray, and you don't want anything really strong pull, just something brushable and soft. And I'm gonna hit that guy. From here, we're just gonna pull that twist apart while holding on to the end. So again, you're just gonna kind of pull at those little loop-de-loo guys that we've created, pull him apart, just making it bigger. And then what I really like to do, because I like a lot of volume in the front of my braid, is to spray him. And then I even start to pull the loops in front of my part so that I'm getting even more lift around my face. So from here, you're just gonna softly drape this and bobby pin him. It's all just about personal preference, playing around with it. The great thing about braids is they don't have to be perfect. The more undone, the better they look. So now that we have the top of our braid, we're gonna start to work on the bottom. We have two different braiding techniques on this braid. So what we're gonna start with is just your classic 3-strand braid. So again, I kind of like those little tendrils out front, so I'm just gonna leave that guy out. And then we're gonna grab all of this hair, and you're gonna need both hands for this, and you're going to make 3 even sections. So we've got our first section, our middle section, and our outer section. So with any 3-strand braid, we're gonna be wrapping the hair around the middle section. So we're just going to create a couple of stitches down. So just right over the middle, left over the middle. So just like about 2 stitches down. and then I'm just gonna pull him apart a little bit. Now from here, we're going to be working into a fishtail braid. So what you're gonna do is with these 3 sections that you have, you're going to split it into 2 even sections. So for a fishtail, it can look a little intricate and crazy at first, but I actually think they're one of the simplest, more easy braids to do when you practice. So you have these 2 equal sections. So we're gonna work from this section first, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna take a tiny section from the outside of that braid, and we're just gonna bring him over to the other section. Same thing over here. I'm gonna take my finger, we're gonna take a little section from the outside, and we're just gonna marry him over to the opposite section. Again, little baby guy over here, cross him over, and little piece over here, cross him over. So you're just taking a small section from the outside of one section, and you're just bringing him to the other section and then pulling that tight. And I like to do a little bit more of the fishtail braid in these, because then you're really gonna start to see that you have 2 different braids, and that's what gives it that cool, intricate style look. So now we have that fishtail section, and we're just gonna go back into our regular 3-strand braid. So from these 2 sections that you have, you're going to just create a 3rd section out of these, and then again, start to do your regular 3-strand braid. So again, we're just gonna go down just a couple of stitches with our regular 3-strand, and then we're gonna finish this out with our fishtail. So we have our last 3 sections. You're gonna split that middle section in half, and then bring him onto either side, so we just have our 2 sections. Same thing with that fishtail. We're gonna take a little section from the outside and bring him to the other side. Little section from this side, cross him over, just making those couple of stitches of your fishtail braid. And you want these to be you know, relatively tight at first. We will pull him all apart, but you are wanting to make sure that you're creating that cool fishtail effect. Now from here, we have our braid, and it's time to start to pull it apart, which is my favorite part. So you don't want to put your elastic in yet. So what we're going to do is you're just going to grab the bottom of that braid with one hand, and the other hand you're going to begin to pull him apart. I like to do one side and then the other side, and then I start to do both. We're going to begin to pull the outsides of that braid, just kind of working our way up, and this is why you want to hold onto the bottom, and then you're just going to work on pulling them apart all the way up. And now we're going to work to the other side. So we're going to start at the bottom, start to just pull those outer sections out, working our way up. Now I have that pulled apart, but it's not pulled apart enough. So now that we have that loosening coming up, now I'm just gonna let go of the bottom and begin to take both of my fingers at the top of the braid and begin to really work into that and begin to make it even bigger. I think that this is what gives it that really cool effect of really pulling it apart. So just finishing that guy up right there, and then I'm gonna just go through and give it that final spray. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take this bobby pin out that was holding this, and I'll just kind of loosen that a little bit more since it's braided into the bottom, and then I'm gonna spray it, and then you have that finished look of your braid. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of some cool Elsa vibes, and it's just really pretty, really pulled apart, and when you practice it, you can get this without knowing how to French braid. So thank you so much for watching today. Have fun trying out this braid, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.